Monday morning, Bay of Pillars. We're going to go scuba diving, and we're going to dive down and do some underwater cinematography to share with the guests on board.
Today I'm going to be doing some media covering the underwater videography staff of this expedition.
I'm Steve Ambroe. I'm a videographer on board. Today I'm going diving with Jeff Litton, who's the undersea specialist. And we're probably going to go about 40-45 feet underwater and see what we're going to find.
Jeff will be filming the wildlife and the animals. Steve will be filming what Jeff is doing. I'll be staying on the Zodiac raft on the surface of the water at the dive site with Larry, my guide.
Several thousand years ago, there were glaciers in this very area. Right now we're going to go underwater and see if any of the plant succession happens down there.
Yeah, dude.
And you can ask Larry what plant succession is. I have no idea. All I do is videotape.
So I'm Jeff Litton. I'm the undersea specialist on board, and it's exciting. We're going diving in a place where maybe never been dived?
Divin.
Never been divin before. So it's exploration at its best.
He's going to be taking his scuba gear, going underwater in a place that possibly hasn't even ever been scubaed by anyone before, by a small island out here in Bay of Pillars, Alaska.
How long are you planning on being down for?
Neighborhood of 45 minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm thinking we'll splash right around here and then probably hang around in 30-40 foot range. My background is went to film school and specialized in underwater cinematography and nature cinematography. Started working here at Lindblad about 3 years ago in Alaska, where we have undersea specialists go down to the dive buddy, and then we film all the exciting stuff there is to see, invertebrates and beautiful different kinds of sea stars, and we've got sea jellies like this huge lion's mane jellyfish right here. So
Today I'm going down with Jeff Litton, who's the undersea specialist. He does a really good job with the camera, and we're hoping to capture a lot of the underwater life down here.
3D.
Yeah, Jeff is getting all the shots of the animals down there and everything that looks good. I was getting the shots with a little GoPro camera, pretty much of Jeff.
So the gear I've got, this is a underwater camera, which we can take down. The camera can go down 200 feet, which is deeper than I can. So got the underwater camera, lights, because it's extremely dark down there. It's basically a night dive sometimes. Get down 60 feet, and there's so much junk in the water that really kills all the light.
Well, Jeff's going down with a professional video camera and full video lights. I'm using one of these. It's a little GoPro camera, and if you get a flat port housing for these, you can get really clear images underwater.
And then I've got a dry suit, keep me dry, and I've got about 10 pounds of fleece underneath.
The good thing about diving in Southeast Alaska is that we use dry suits, and in here there's a lot of different layers to keep me warm. Right now I'm floating in probably 40 to 45 degree water, and it's not bad at all.
That was chilly.
Huh?
It was pretty cold down
Yeah,
there.
well, I was surprised. I'll go in first.
Yeah.
Jeff, there's a lion's mane jelly right over there.
Well, this is a jelly. They're not jellyfish because they're not a fish, but they're a jelly, marine jelly. And not only are they just beautiful, but fascinating animals. This is the part that's getting bigger and smaller. It's called the medusa, and it propels these animals.
The lion's mane jellyfish is one of the largest jellyfish. That top bell can be as large as 6 feet in diameter.
And those tentacles can be as long as 120 feet.
Cool animals. Yeah, we got 2 divers down. They say 45 minutes to an hour.
Roger that. Thank you, sir.
What a great dive!
Yeah, divers are up.
That was awesome, man. There were tons of those big, giant, big anemones.
Really?
What are they?
Those
Oh,
big
the
plumos?
what are the blue moose anemone?
Yeah,
Giant anemone.
Cold.
Easy for
Great
you to say.
sunflower. Woo! That was a great dive.
Had a good one, huh?
Excellent.
Good, good.
Yeah, that was quite a forest down there.
Yeah?
When you go over, they just kept coming and coming.
Great dive. Great dive.
Very good. Yeah, yeah.
Drop down, just this massive forest of the giant white plumas anemones, biggest ones I've ever seen. I mean, they were this big from base to tentacles, just huge anemones, as far as the eye can see. This we saw yesterday, and it was amazing when we got down there. These are the giant plumose anemones, and it was a forest. It was completely filled with these, and these were the largest plumose anemones I've ever seen. They were actually, 18 inches or 2 feet. No, actually, much larger than that. No, let's say 30 inches in length.
Well, while you guys were screwing around down there, we solved the world's problems up here. So.
All right.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, nothing to it.
Initially, I didn't feel much of the current,
Yeah.
but towards the end, boy, you could really feel it going.
Yeah, that was pretty
Right
good
out
current.
here,
As soon
it's
as you
starting to
guys
rip.
got outside on the edge of the kelp bed, it was moving.
It was awesome though.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Can't wait to see how your media comes out. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
See?
Let me go get my tech.
The footage that Jeff gets down underwater gives the other passengers on the boat and the other participants in the expedition who aren't going scubaing in this very cold Alaska water a chance to see what's going on below the surface of the water which our boat is sailing across and which we've been having such a great time exploring here in the beautiful cold waters of Bay of Pillars, Alaska.
Yeah, this one was really cool. This guy had 9 limbs, and the orange sunstar, they can have between 8 and 10 limbs. And if you look in really close, you zoom in really close, if you see the texture of it, it has these little globules, which it uses to breathe. It respires that, it transfers that oxygen between the water and into its body using some of those small little parts on its back.